Alright, and welcome back to our next installment of Dungeons of Chaos playthrough. Now, in the previous portion, we finished up learning all the abilities for Kratos' hearts. We went ahead and got all the blessings for all 12 stone monuments and all those waypoints. And now we got one last little bit of side quest before we jump back to our main storyline. And that is a request that from Bertellus. He's asked us to free his brother. His uncle, not his brother, is currently held in the prison by the outlaw camps. Now, we actually previously spoken to Bertellus about this, and we actually have the quest available. Alright, and to facilitate the release and escape of Daklos, who is held by the outlaws. Now, when we talked to Hirat about it, he actually wants a geomancer's crystal set to be able to release Daklos. Now, what he's talking about is what he really wants is a set of these geomancer crystals, which we have, a dozen of them, and which I'm going to throw all in our stash real quick so we don't lose them. And so we have a bunch of them. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to find out look at these real quick and decide which one's the best one that I want to use, and I'm going to throw it onto our geomancer. Now, generally, I go for the largest mana increase or largest skill increase that I normally use. That one has a nice resist. Ball lightning, haven't used that much. Probably haven't put much use to that. 27% boost to mana regeneration. That is always lovely. This one you get staff skills, ball lightning, a little bit higher staff skills. So if you were going melee with a druid, that would be a good one. And when it comes fireball, ball lightning, a little bit of AoE skill. Dark channeling is always nice. Let's see here, meteor plus 8 mana regeneration and some resists. I think that's probably that would be our best solution because we are going to be using meteor quite a bit. One of the other ones that we had, meteor plus 6, life drain resist, lightning resist, fireball, huge increase to health and mana. That's also nice. We actually might use that one, although we don't have the fireball. I'm going to go ahead and let's go with this meteor. Let's go ahead and just equip him. Any of the other ones we can go ahead and we can just use for Hirat on this. Now we do have our warp abilities, so we can actually go to our power C and go to our outlaw camp. This makes travel a heck of a lot quicker. Just a couple of seconds we're in the outlaw camp and we're ready to get this completed here. Now if we can find the inn here, I think I overshot it a little bit. Oh, there it is. I'm looking around here and I'm trying to cast light for some odd reason. Alright, and we speak to him about Daklos again. Alright, he wants Geomancer's crystal set. Now, we went ahead and we got him, so let's go ahead and release. Alright. Now, I could strike a deal, I guess, but I would never release him. We would have to disallow him to come back because he would cause more trouble. So, we need to find a place where he can go and deal with that. Now, he did say he wanted Geomancer crystals, which we have, which isn't that big of a deal. Alright, so Daklos is to never come back again and be able to release him. So let's go speak with him. So that's what we got to do. We got to convince Daklos to not come back to the outlaw camp ever again. It doesn't seem that much of a big deal. I mean, he's in prison by these guys. They don't like him. He doesn't like them. So let's see what he says. What now? We got a deal. Want me to give up and stick my tail between my legs? I'm not It's not going to happen. I want my pub back. Alright, yes, his pub. Now, he wants to own his own pub again. I will not vow to leave peacefully until I get my pub. Or another pub, come to think about it. So if we find him a pub that he can bartend at and own, he'll gladly leave this one and leave the outlaw camp forever. Now, in all our travels, the only place that I can think of that we might have a pub here that he can go to that's abandoned was actually ransacked by Riled. So if we go here, if I found it, the River City, and the last one, we'll warp to the River City. After we dispatch Riled and his bandits, there is actually the abandoned pub down here. This one. It's the all the way in. So the previous owner, actually, we spoke to him prior. He hid in the gel and locked himself away. So we talked to him about the pub. The all the way in across the road is pretty bashed up, and I'm done, and he will retire. And so he wants somebody to run it. So Daklos would actually make a very good pub owner for this all the way in, just because he's owned a pub before. And you notice we got the quest update. So let's go ahead and we'll teleport back to our outlaw camp. And we will give Daklos the good news. He's going to get a new pub. He's far away from everybody else. Alright. Let's go ahead and get him out. Yep, he's still here. Alright. Double check here. Yep. So we double check with Hart here. He should be able to release him and get him out of there. We always seem to be coming into the outlaw camp right as the night is coming here. Alright. Alright. Now, if he's indeed happy, once we spoke to him, come back to him. Alright. So we need to confirm with Daklos that he's going to be okay with that pub, and then get out of here. Looks like he's still there. I think we may have missed something here. Let's take a look. We got any other quests? Pub. Alright, there we go. It's not... The quest topic isn't in the normal place where it should be. So if you see it like what I just did, we didn't have it available. If you click on the quest and go ahead and speak with him about the topic, he's going to go ahead and agree to the all the way in. And that should be available. Once we talk to Hired about that, because we did have the quest update, we'll give him the geomancer crystals. He'll release Daklos, and then we can go speak with Bertellus again. Alright. Let's see if we can't get him released now. Deal. You don't have any geomancers in our inventory. Okay, so he's being picky about it. Let's go ahead and put a crystal into it. Because he's looking at our inventory, he's not looking at our stash. Go ahead and deal. Well, you really mean business. So be it. Thanks for the crystals. Daklos is free to go. The men will let him loose. So don't do what I did. Don't have all the crystals stashed away and not have one in your inventory. But the one you do put in your inventory, make sure it's one that you really don't want or not that you use. And if we go back up to the pub, or not the pub, the jail cell here, Daklos should actually be gone. And he is gone. He is free. So happy day, Daklos is gone. And if you guys want to, you can warp down to the River City. Oh, accidentally clicked our menu. Daklos should actually be down in the pub and should be happy to see you. There we go. And he is behind the bar. And he is good to go. Alright. This journey was a success. So, now that he's to reestablish his own pub and the all the way in, we can go ahead and we can warp back to the castle. And we can speak with Bertellus and get that other portion of the quest update. Now, with Bertellus being satisfied about his brother, we have the open tunnels. And so now we can pay Bertellus to explore and lead us down to the depth tunnels, the vastness, or the lair tunnels that are underneath the castles. And as you can see, 5k gold gives us the vastness, 8k gives us the lair, 15,000 gold gives us the very dangerous depth tunnels, and gives us quite a bit of treasure down there. So we're able to do that now if we pay him. And I'm going to look at our gold amount here real quick. We do have a fair amount of gold, 44,000. But if we click on him and go to open tunnels, we can choose the tunnels that we want to open. I'm just going to go ahead and do the vastness for cheapness sake. These tunnels are actually located over here, being guarded by a jolly fellow and his dog, or his cat actually. And we'd go in here, and he actually leaves us a little bit of a note. It says, I have unlocked the passage that leads you to the new tunnels of the type that we have chosen. I will seal once you pick another tunnel. So we come in here and we got several different gates and we got one open. So it gives us that option. And this will actually be, every time you open a new tunnel, it will be a randomized dungeon. And so you'll be able to go down in there, farm the monsters for experience points, farm the treasures for items and gold, and be able to level up that way. And be in a relatively safe area where you're not that far away from civilization. Well, that was freeing Daklos and opening up the tunnels in the castle. I do want to thank you guys for watching and being part of the Dungeons of Chaos community. If you guys do like the video series, go ahead and like and subscribe. And of course, get active in the Facebook community. There are continuous updates, a lot of feedback and responding on the Facebook page. Just get involved, spread the word about the Dungeons of Chaos community goodness, and continue enjoying the game.